Now we have a special part of our program, and this person has no idea that we're getting ready to do this. So we're doing a Bob Sullivan. You know how we do that? What would that be called, a flea flicker? No, not really. Yeah, an audible, thank you. I can't believe you're telling me about this. What? Brockton football, if you guys ever get a chance to go out there and see that. This is a special moment for us, and I know that you guys, most of you in this room, don't get the chance to work with all of the people in the room like we do and that we've gotten a chance to meet. But if you've gotten a chance to talk to any of us, especially me, then you know that this isn't a job for me. This is more than that. This days that we go, get in the car and drive from city to city, business to business, it changes your perspective a lot when you meet a lot of different people from a lot of different walks of life. And early on when we started this organization, we had a young man align himself with us, and we had reached out to him and asked him to help on doing some production for us. And he is an amazing human being as a person, and you'll know that in a moment when he gets a chance to speak. But he believes in clean energy and renewable energy, and it's not just words. In fact, a good friend of his who happens to do all of our DJing for us from Sustainable Sounds, is Monty here somewhere? Will you raise your hand? You guys have probably met him. He is, Monty, we met him early on, and really the name of his business is Sustainable Sounds, if that doesn't tell you. And he is available to all of you. So Sean, when we do that all-electric boat parade, Monty is actually headlining for us. These are small organizations that do this work for pennies. They really do. They don't ask for a lot of money, and they do it because it's something that they believe in. And one of these good friend of Monty's, did you guys grow up together? High school. Wow, you're so old now, but high school. Tom Dodge, who owns NewView.Media, in the back, you guys who have done multiple Clean Energy Weeks with us, Rick Harrington, Rygan, in fact, Lane, one of the things that we stress to all of you when we talk to you, that our organization wants to make sure that we are doing more than holding a conference or a summit, because we very much understand and appreciate that all of you can put your money and your time into a lot of different conferences. And what makes us different is that we want to connect businesses that can actually do business together. We want to know that when we go to the city of Holyoke and we meet with Mary and she's telling us we need a centrifuge, that we hear that and we listen to it and we go back and we try to find her a way to get a $4 million centrifuge. And that matters to us. So Rygan, who is a great geothermal company, they flew here from Oklahoma and Texas, right? Both of you different? Flew in just for this event. So again, it's something I want to stress because it means something. Kane, you always know where he's coming? Key West or just Florida? Miami. Oh, well, Miami. He's always wearing that hat and those sneakers. Literally, he just flew in from Miami. But Tom Dodge not only does this for pennies, he can ask for so much more. He can tell us no, and this man has never, in everything that we have asked him and Monty to do, he has never said no to us. He has never said, oh, I don't know, that's too big of an event. He goes to Connecticut, he goes to Rhode Island, and he goes to all of your cities here in Massachusetts, and he never asks how much, and he never says no, and he never says, this is not important. He shows up and he does these videos and he edits them, and then he sends it to all of you so that you guys can go back to your offices, you can go back to your communities, you can go back to your voters, and you could show them, my job did not end at 5 o'clock, did it, Bob? How many nights do you go home and you're just like, wow, I'm exhausted, but you do all this work? I know Josh never sleeps. Sean Reardon, who, again, I gotta say, the greatest mayor in all of Massachusetts, never sleeps. So we wanted to give a special shout out to not just the work that Tom Dodge does at NewView.Media. When Rygan said to us, Kristin, we want to create a video and animation We're not in Massachusetts. What do you suggest we do? And I had him partner up with Tom Dodge. And Rygan, just the other day, Lane called me at like 9 or 10 o'clock at night. And you need to stop drinking Red Bull, coffee, all that stuff. He called us and he said, Tom Dodge is a class act. I cannot believe the video that he put together. And Lane said, I gave him hours of footage and materials. And yet he put something together for unbelievable flow that is really going to help Rygan. And that's just one of many projects that Lane and Brandon said that they're going to use for Tom. And I know there's actually multiple of you that are using Tom. And so I want to take a shout out to you. And I want to say, Tom, that we are honoring you with an award. But again, this is going to be an annual award in your name. Amon, I want you to tell everybody what the name of this award is, this annual award that we're giving out. You got to go to the next screen. You remember what we're calling it. Forget it. Gosh. So it's Tom Dodge Leadership Yearly Award. Thank you, Rick. You could have done a better job. You're fired. Just kidding. You're not fired. Tom, could you come up? We're going to give this annual award. And Tom, just like Robert Sullivan is going to do with this annual award and getting your input on who you think deserves it year after year, and the Michael McNally family, David, rock star. I don't know what we would do without Maverick Corporation in the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, hands down. What Mike McNally did, no judging whatsoever, in that Southie bar, in that Jeep, I am forever grateful for. But it's organizations like that that Tom Dodge is going to be able to pick every year and have input on, so that we give out the award that best fits men like you. I am always going to be blessed that we met you. I am always going to want to partner with you. You are an incredible, incredible human being. So thank you so much for everything that you do.
Much love.
It printed wrong, so it's more.
Oh, cool, thanks. Cool. Thank you guys so much.
You want to hold it? What's heavy?
Yeah, it's great. It's a weapon. It's cool. Thank you, guys. Well, this has been an amazing evening recognizing leaders, and Massachusetts has always been known for its embracing its responsibility to lead. So everyone in this room, thank you for the work you're doing across the industry. We all know that clean energy is the future, and we have to ask ourselves, what's it going to take to get us from here, where we are now, to this inevitable future? And we also have to continue to ask ourselves, why aren't we getting there? And I think a huge part of that process is events like this, because as much as technology develops, we're not going to be able to AI community. We need to build trust with each other in order to take risks with each other, in order to develop these innovative solutions and do things that have never been done. We have to work together. And my decade of experience around video storytelling has led me to believe that video can also punch above its weight class, as has been mentioned multiple times tonight. I believe that video storytelling truly has the ability to engage, educate, encourage action, and build this just, equitable, sustainable world for all, not just the few of us that sometimes are holding back this progress. We have to be bold enough to say and work with the working class, I would say, to, as we've heard from the union leaders throughout the week, to ensure that the solutions we develop are with the community. We have to go out and listen, and I think it's events like this where we've listened, we've learned. The panels have all been super educational, going on site to actually experience things. I've learned from scientists, actually, at one of the Connecticut Clean Energy Weeks. It was, I was asking a question, and there's so much science around climate destabilization. How can we educate people about that? And he's like, I'll tell you when it's not live streamed, because this is not good, but like, sea level rise or doubling, it's not good. But another professor right next to him was like, you can talk science to people, because I think everyone in this room is very aligned with the science, the facts, But you have to find a way to emotionally connect with people in order for them to actually be like, yeah, I get it. I understand that we have to act, and we have to act now, because I've had this amazing gratitude of interviewing over 10,000 people on camera, and a lot of them in the great Commonwealth of Massachusetts. And I was recently just interviewing this Indigenous leader, and he was like, well, we've learned that when we make decisions, we have to look 7 generations ahead as leaders. I fear that culturally we're not doing that. So I think, how do we shift culture to this kind of short-term, profit-centered, what's in it for me right now, to this long-form, sustainable, and really forward-thinking, insightful future? And I think that through conversations like we've had tonight with the awesome leaders that have gotten awards, we can do that. And we have to do it. We know that, honestly, every single day we don't act is going to impact the centuries ahead. And I know that we will rise to the challenge. I know that Massachusetts can develop the solutions that reverberate across the planet like we've done in the past. I heard this awesome quote yesterday, citing Governor Healy, that the only way to solve difficult problems is through collaboration. And I think we're doing that. I know we're doing that, and we have to do it. We have, honestly, no choice, I think. But we also have to do it through a lens of hope and responsibility. I think that the fear-mongering media conglomerates of the world want us to be apathetic and, honestly, let them acquire as much wealth as possible. And I don't think that that's inevitable. I think that we have a choice, and I think that we can do better. I think we must do better, and I think that personally, through video storytelling, we can amplify messages that are just in this room, beyond this room. So that's why I've embraced video storytelling as a medium that's very authentic, that I am honored to do for organizations like Rygan, like HEAT. We've done projects like cleaning up the Charles River so that it can become swimmable by ending combined sewage overflows. We've worked with sustainable concrete companies like Wholesome, organizations like Mass Challenge, See Ahead, Branch Food, and of course I have to shout out the Cambridge Innovation Center. I think that they are at the forefront of world-class innovation programming, and we're very grateful to be a partner of theirs. But ultimately, I just wanted to leave us with this thought that sustainability, that word itself, means so much to me. Like, how can we build sustainable movements? And again, shouting out the Northeast Energy Coalition, they've willed this into reality. And I just want us to give one final applause to them for bringing us all here tonight. Thank you.